Thanks for having me on the show today. My name is Chris. For those of you who don't know me, I'm from Joyology. I'm one of the owners of Joyology out here, and I came out, shout out with my boy James, because me and James go back from the Detroit days.
Way back.
And a little backstory about me, when I met James, my first dispensary was on Joy Road. And now one of the owners of Joyology.
Isn't that crazy? Shout out Joy Road. Shout out Joyology.
Shout out Joy Road, Joyology.
Now, let's go into it now that I won't be on my phone.
All right.
So you decided to get into the cannabis industry how long ago? What happened? You just wake up one day, you're like, fucking, it's time to do weed. Like, what happened, Chris?
So I was in Boston. I owned some cell phone stores, Cricket Wireless, and I sold the stores, moved back to Michigan. One of my cousins was growing weed in his basement. This is 2013. And I thought he was an outlaw, and I was like, man, this guy's doing something crazy.
An outlaw.
And that's like 8 years ago. So it's not even that long ago to think how times have changed. And I got into I used my money from the cell phone industry to get into the weed industry. Started growing. After my first grow, I got into another grow. And then, before you know it, I got a dispensary. And you just network and you meet a lot of people. And did that for a few years. And got to say that when Michigan was actually going like legit medical market, apply for licensing, you can do things the right way. That's kind of how I stepped into this part of the industry. What made me get into cannabis was back when I was younger. I used to love cell phones, but you lose love for things when you get older. And I never smoked weed until I was 21, and that's crazy because I used to see people smoke weed all the time, and I just never was into it when I was younger. But I got into it when I was.
It didn't make sense at that time.
It did, whatever it was. I was focused on school, and my family like completely hates weed, and so I felt like the black sheep of the family, and so I had to keep everything on the hush hush. Like nobody knew what I was doing. Nobody knew I was smoking weed.
They know now?
Oh yeah, definitely they know now.
I say I'm not.
It'd be a little bit harder now. Now things have changed. I went from family members telling me like, oh, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't be. Now they're asking me for advice on how to get into the industry and put their money into the industry. So
isn't that crazy how times change,
is,
man?
And but the thing for me that keeps me going is just honestly, I love it. It's good. It's I'm not hyped up off some medicine. I got back problems. I got sciatic nerve, and I don't resort to any pills. I don't take any Oxycontin, any Vicodin. It's just straight weed and edibles, and medicate in that way. I still
What's
get
your favorite way to medicate, Chris?
Edibles all day, 100%.
Edibles. Me and you were chatting before this. We were saying some shit. You were gonna eat 1,100 milligrams.
That's true.
Chris got a bag full of fucking edibles for it.
Yeah. So because
what makes somebody like for you like what makes you want to do that? Is that the level you need for your tolerance? Is that what you find the ultimate?
It's tolerance, right? So you build up a tolerance for things. Obviously, when I first ate my first edible, I ate like 10 milligrams, and I was high for like 7 hours, and I didn't like it. So the way I can compare it, like when you buy Tylenol from the pharmacy, you're not dropping 30 Tylenols in your drink and just downing it. You're eating 1 or 2 a day throughout the whole month. Same thing with edibles when you're a beginner. You want to, 5 milligrams start off, and then you wait a half hour, see how that helps you. And then you keep building up a tolerance. My tolerance is pretty high. I'm a big guy. I drink a lot of liquor, so I think that has something to do with it too. But it took me a while to get where I'm at. I'm like, I'm 34 now, so 13 years of medicating. And I don't believe in tolerance breaks. So I have arthritis in my lower back. I got sciatic nerve. I got problems sleeping. Ain't nothing like some weed that'll just help you relax and wake up feeling like a brand new person for work the next day.
So, Chris, what's your favorite kind of edible? I mean, is it a gummy? I mean, you said you brought some different shit with you. And you don't have to say brand. I mean, if there was everything on the table, chocolate, gummy, drink, capsule, whatever the hell that is, which one is Chris going for?
I'm going Canna Melts foremost. It's a little gummy. They call it a sublingual. So it's about the size, a sublingual, I guess. Oh, it's the size of my thumbnail, but it's got 185 milligrams. So I can eat 3 of these instead of eating, 20 gummies to get to 200 milligrams, or 10 gummies to get to 200 milligrams. Because my tolerance is so high, it's kind of the first thing that works, and those are my favorites. They don't have a bad taste at all. I'm in this industry, right? And I fuck with you heavy. Can I swear on here? I'm sorry.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, yeah, I fuck with you heavy, and I've always have. there's a lot of good people in this industry. There's a lot of people doing things the right way. So it's hard for me to say I have my favorite gummy. Imagine going to the gas station and me telling you there can only be one kind of snack on this shelf. And that's it. You can't, because you enjoy different snacks. Sometimes you want a bag of chips. Sometimes you want a candy bar, right? So that's how it is with edibles. You know, it depends on what you're in the mood for, what you want to medicate with. If you're having a bonfire, you can get a nice Kiva bar. And you know, put some graham crackers and some medicated marshmallows. It's a bunch of different things. Since I brought up Kiva, I'll just start off by eating some of the Kivas. I figure as I talk about these brands, you know, as they get brought up and they're sitting here, I hope you guys don't mind that I just start eating some of these. That's cool.
So we're talking about your preferred method. You've already downed half the fucking table in edibles.
Yeah, I'm pretty much down to the nitty gritty right now.
The nitty gritty.
I had to save the Fuego for last, so it's like the best tasting in my mouth at the very end.
Oh, look at
it's
that.
It's like a sweet dessert, frozen cherry slushy. Like, that's dessert, you know? And the sour in between. I got some
this
churro.
This is pretty good.
Yeah, these are a little sour. I mean, if you like sour, these are the things to go to on the sour scale.
Which one are you doing? The 200 cherry?
Yeah. I'm doing that's my final.
That's the taster?
That puts it over the 1,000 mark.
Is this part of it still too?
No, unfortunately, I ate those before I got here. In the morning, I woke up with some pain, honestly, so I had those in the morning.
How were these?
They actually taste phenomenal. I went through the whole case.
I recently had him on the podcast. Nice guy.
Very nice guy.
Very nice guy. You know, and he puts a lot of pride into his product. It was a
cool good guy. Flour, great flour, good edibles.
The Point Break, right?
Yep,
That's
Point
by
Break.
far my favorite one he's got.
Right now, I just lit up Rainbow Cake from Hog Healing Organic Gardens.
No, you talking about that loud, bro.
So if anybody knows me, I hype up Hog more than anything. It's my favorite, cultivator in the state.
His favorite flower brand.
Favorite flower brand.
Calm down. He's got more out of Fuego's his favorite brand.
Oh yeah. But as far as putting good flower out there consistently, and that's what it is, consistently. You know what you're gonna get no matter what time you open up the pre-roll. It's 1.2 grams.
So you're confident that pre-roll when you buy it is not trim?
Oh,
let's just call it right the fuck out,
I know 100%.
Let's just get right down to the nitty gritty.
Look, I know 100% it's not trim. The fact that when I buy the flower, it costs me less per gram.
What does that cost the end buyer?
This costs the end buyer, depending on, probably 17,
Ballpark
18 bucks.
So no more than 20.
No more than 20 bucks, but it's 1.2 grams. It's filled to the tip. It doesn't have that little stank where it falls over near the end of the cone. And I know for a fact, because I pay more on the wholesale end for this than I actually do from the flower, because they actually have to put manpower and labor into it.
1.2.
1.2.
21%.
Okay, so you said percent, right? Should we talk about it now or later?
I
don't want to get into it too early, but so Jay brought up a good point. He said 21%. He wasn't knocking it in any way whatsoever.
No, I'm just reading off metric tag. That's
reading
all
off metric tag. So knowing what we're getting, but just because something tests out at 21 and something tests out at 29, I'm not going to get more blown out on the 29 than I would on the 21. And that's not the end game anyways. I'm not here to get cracked out or, sit couch locked. I got to be productive in my day. I need something that tastes good. I'm not going to eat something that tastes bad. So why would I smoke something that tastes bad? So the terpene profiles are great. You hear that a lot, terpene profiles. What are those? What are those? I mean, the more of those, the more that you're getting out of the medical benefits of this. And, the flavor profiles out of this. And to me, smoking over the years, it's not paying $20 and whatever you get from your guy an hour later gets dropped off. Let's face it, you used to pay $20 for 0.8.
Oh, no,
the luxury
I'm not
here
knocking the price. I'm letting you just explain it.
Oh, yeah, 100%. And that's what it is. So, and I always deal with a lot of people who said they're true smokers, they're smokers, but then when they come in, they ask for the highest THC percentage, and that's cool. Depending, whatever you want. But if you're smoking a sativa and you want the highest THC percentage, then you're not going to be up and about your day like you want to be, because it's a sativa that tests out 29%. That might make you overly high and make you couch locked.
People say a lot of stupid shit. I mean, that's human nature. So you can't go off percentage. A new consumer a lot of times will do that. It's funny because they feel like that's getting the most for their money, but you get a lot more for your money when you learn what strain profiles you enjoy, because then you actually buy what you enjoy. 100%. People gas up that fucking THC percentage way too much. It's funny, without me, this show could probably be PG or PG-13, but
let's not do that.
Talking. No, I'm just kidding.
Let's not do that.
It's a joke. So when you buy those, you're confident that, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to throw anyone on the bus. I just ask questions. So you're confident this is always at least lower nug. It's not trim.
It's not trim at all. It's actually, so when we buy the flower.
You toured this facility?
Oh yeah. I
So you've seen these made?
I haven't seen them made. I haven't seen them made. I don't want to say that, but from smoking the quality, it tastes just like when I break it up myself and smoke it. So to me, that's on point.
So they're not packed lifted up. They're not packed too tight. It's burning even. It looks like it's starting to form a little bit of an oil ring. Maybe our camera people
resin ring
when they do the thing. Can you zoom it in a little bit just for a second? Yeah, hold it just up for a second so you can see it. So it's got like a good looking smoke to it. It doesn't have no like crazy black bullshit. It's brand new lit. So you did tour the facility.
I visited them at the facility. I didn't tour the garden or see how they made the pre-rolls, but I've been dealing with them for, purchasing from almost a year now. And I've got nothing but
standards, great quality.
Top of the line across the board on the back end from dealing with the team over there. And as far as the customer end of the product, receiving it, no customer complaints. It just comes in right.
I've bought something from your store. I mean,
yeah.
Like I said, I'm just curious.
Oh, yeah. It's
so they do the Molotov?
Molotov, the Bully Kush, the Angel Cakes, the Rainbow Cakes. They got some strawberries and cream, some, Florida oranges.
Are those available at all Joyology stores?
You can get about 5 to 6 of those strains.
Found at your location.
Yeah, at any of the Joyology locations.
Just
Obviously,
ask for Hog.
The Hog brand, Healing Organic Garden brand. Good packaging, colorful packaging too, which is nice. But yeah, if you ever go into the Joyology location, ask for anything Hog. It's top shelf. You'll always come out on top. No, it is. And obviously, when it comes to pre-rolls, I'm very lazy. So I grab pre-rolls most of the time. I don't like to break up my own weed. So I'm very picky about which weed I smoke. I can appreciate it when I got, a nice, Lemonade makes, some nice flower.
You've tried our pre-rolls.
Of course, that's
probably
why
not a daytimer.
Yeah, definitely not. I always grab your pre-rolls too gets me going at night. Got some THC in there. 100 milligrams on here. We went with what did we get today?
You brought me the Diamond Punch, which was a Space Labs deal we did. Space Labs made some killer ones. So these ones were running $5 more, but again, they are a gram, but they do have weight 1 gram, and they do have the infused THCA in it. This one tests out at 29.
29,
Yeah, for 100 milligrams, dude, that's crazy. So the 200, I was smoking one of those earlier. It's funny, it's like if you let it go out, the THCA will cake it because it's so like rich. It's wild. You gotta smoke it with somebody.
Me and Eric, Eric from Quality Roots. Shout out my boys, Quality
Roots.
Roots.
Homies, shout out Quality.
Shout out Quality Roots. Eric brought one by. We smoked one, and between me and him, we finished one. But usually we each have our own. So it's one of the.
He says usually we have our own. Well, a guy that eats 1,100 milligrams, I would hope he smokes his own J's. I mean, fuck, bro.
So I brought my own. I brought you one. Brought me one. I'm just picky when it comes to pre-rolls. Fuego brand, obviously, Hog brand, Narvona brand, Lemonade brand, and
that's been your favorites for sure.
Those have been my favorites. Narvona, I think we already smoked them all upstairs already. Shout out Narvona. Good sativas.
Cannabis Cup's coming up.
Yes.
Are they entering?
I don't know, actually. I don't know who's entering Cannabis Cup or whatnot. I probably be there. Just
it's virtual, so don't worry. We'll be there on the internet.
Oh, okay, damn.
So I'll just ask you. We'll just jump right into it. Let's have some fun with it. Flower. If every company was to enter, Chris,
yes,
and in no specific order, not first, second, or third, who has a probability of winning? If you don't want to say top 3, you can go top 5.
Okay.
Just between 3 and 5 people.
Hog for sure.
Hog for sure.
I'll definitely put Lemonade. WGE, Whispering Green Exotics.
Whispering Green Exotics.
Yeah.
We'll talk about them afterwards. Go through them.
Hyman. Got some great flower.
Hyman?
Okay.
No, I'm just saying Hyman. I listen to that song all the fucking time. Shout out to the homie. Pistol Boy on that one. But I always, whenever I hear someone says it, I want to start singing the song. So Hyman, do you want to go one more?
Yeah, for sure. That's the thing is probably, Michigan Loud Flower.
So if you had to pick a strain from each one, Michigan Loud Flower, what strain?
Probably the apple fritter.
That apple fritter, smoked it.
It's one of my favorite strains.
One of the homies from a different shop, but shout out, it was fire as hell.
Yep.
So number Hyman, I would say gelato. What are you thinking on Hyman?
I've been on that Southwest tea.
The Southwest tea.
cake.
Uh-oh.
So
That's the homie though.
yeah, we just got some of the pre-rolls, so it's been a lot easier to smoke. Like I
oil
said, I
ring.
hate rolling up weed, but if they got the pre-roll, I'll just grab the Black Magic pre-roll. Honestly, Hog is my favorite. Everything they
And
put
what
out.
hog? You got to choose a strain.
Oh, probably Molotov right now. Molotov and Angel Cake.
And who'd you say besides them? I forgot who your first one.
Whispering Green Exotic. So you said we'll get into.
Yeah.
but-
and which one would you think from them?
The Purple Parfait.
Just so people have an idea, bro.
Purple
If
Parfait,
if
DJ
they see
Short
these
Blueberry.
strains, they know what to try. You
Yeah,
know what
DJ
I mean?
Short Blueberry is a
I'm
good
just asking
one.
to see what you say. Shit.
So many good ones. The Lemonade, I brought the MK Ultra. It's fires.
So that would be your 5.
There's a lot up there, but consistently I could say I fuck with those brands just because I fuck with a lot of brands. I try to show everybody love.
So many people,
but
bro. Those are the
consistently,
ones that-
time after time, just it's a trust factor,
And what's nice is, bro, I'm asking you 5, but we both know there's sativa, there's indica, there's hybrid. So there's really a lot of options for people to win across the board.
Yeah.
I just was saying, someone who owns a shop who actually smokes weed, what the fuck do you think, who the fuck do you think? That's all. It was nothing against anybody.
For sure.
So no, we are not taking shots. So let's
No,
just
definitely
move it
not.
right over.
Yeah.
Concentrates. And we're going, we're not doing solventless. We're just doing straight up, like butane, live resin.
I brought.
Who do you
so
think's
look,
got it? You got
Top?
5 people.
So I brought some 5-star extracts. They're probably some of the best stuff. Go ahead. You're the concentrate guy.
I'm pretty set on my man Will Billy coming home with the blue diamond. Bro.
Can we get some blue diamonds and then I'll bring it right on? I thought I was gonna come out and they were gonna be here.
Yeah. So
if the blue diamonds were here, obviously.
No, for sure. And hey, but anything Will Billy's been putting out has been top notch. I personally got to try the stuff. I'm excited to see what he's gonna put. I know we got new stuff with him coming out with Fuego. I know we got a bunch of new shit coming, but yeah, let's open these up.
So think about this.
So these
while you're
dudes are
opening
cool.
those up.
I've seen these guys' stuff out. Oh, look at, of course it's a hog collab. This guy's like, yeah, look at their stuff.
There's also the Han Solo burger is actually.
Have you seen our collab with Golden Kind?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
So
okay.
look, there's a reason Fuego's in all my shops. Shout out Fuego. Fuego brands, anything Fuego puts out, it's on the shelf. You can go to any Joyology store, you'll find anything Fuego there. If you don't, there's a problem, let me know because that's a problem. But
we'll fix it.
We'll fix it.
This looks good.
Yeah. So 5 stars went out there. I got Harbor Farms if you want some good terp profiles, good taste. Anything, shout out Harbor Farms. Harbor Farms puts out some good product. You said no hash rosins?
No, so we're gonna do solventless separately.
Okay.
That'll be a whole different category. So it's
Okay.
just, and the reason it's cool that High Times does that because I'll be real, there's some solventless that just next level. It's a whole different smoke though, bro. Like anybody that really smoked no solventless versus like live resin is different. And you can't say you can say one's better than the other depending on what you like, but overall from like me, I consume all cannabis, I like them both.
We're out here, we're live, right? And I'm an honest guy, I'm gonna tell everybody the truth, and I think you know this. I'm not a concentrate guy. You won't see me dabbing. I only dab when somebody else is around me and they got the dab, the rig set up, the Puffco set up. That's when I do. But I can tell you, I know good product. I educate myself about the products out there. I see what patients ask for. I see what I get good reviews on. I have a lot of people that work for me that are all good concentrate people, so I take their opinion, and they're the consumer.
Hey, bro, what's the
I only want to bring good brands into the shop. And so if you see something on our shelf, we vetted that company. We make sure that's a good brand, and we want to have reputable products on our shelf.
To it.
So
these are the homies, bro.
yeah, Country Boys.
I really like these guys.
So
These
you'll
are
see some
good
things
fucking
coming up at
people.
Joyology. Baller jars coming soon.
Baller jars.
Yup. So
Like the old days, like 3.5, like 7 grams.
I got
what is it gonna be?
3.5 jars. We got 4 gram jars. We got 5 gram jars and 7 gram jars.
No shit.
So we'll have some big baller jars out there. A couple different brands.
I was thinking about doing that at Fuego. It's funny you say that.
I heard about
Are there
that.
people doing them just straight diamonds yet? And then selling sauce separate? Or like what is it? Is it just gonna be?
It's gonna just be like how you have like wax.
This 3.5
3.5 of that or 3.5 of that. The bigger
That's
jars,
cool, bro.
obviously.
That's cool.
Bigger jars. So
And you've seen consumers like that. That's something you've seen consumers say like they're into?
yeah, I definitely think so. I think, if people are buying ounces of flour, aren't there consumers that wanted to, grab like ounces or quarters.
Well, it's funny you say that
concentrate.
because, bro, besides like the companies you have coming to do that, it's not been offered yet for you as a retailer, has it?
No, and you know what it is? But in this industry, the only way we survive is when we support our other people in the industry. I'm not going to be out there like, I'm not going to say no names, but I carry a lot of other brands. I'm not a hater. You got a good product. If it's a good product, if my consumer wants it, I'm going to bring stuff on the shelf. That's how it is, So as a retailer, I need to do that, or else I don't feel like I'm doing my job. So, but it's up to me to communicate that to you guys on the wholesale part and say, hey, my consumers are asking for this. Bring it back. We used to have baller jars back in the Detroit days.
Well, that's what I was saying, bro. There was, and they used to come in bags. They were labeled. People bought them. They did
Tarantulas.
Tarantulas. I mean, I have a bad taste when I think of a brand that sells those.
Where's the Moon Rocks at?
The Moon Rocks. I mean, the people that tried to do those put out a shitty ass product, and
that's what
nobody,
it is.
they didn't do shit.
So
with them.
there's a lot of products that used to be out there that I'm sure we'll start seeing more and more as the market like evens out with the price of the product, because nobody wants to charge $80 for a gram of Moon Rock, But if that's what it's costing to put everything together,
The oil ring on them is crazy, man. The THCA, the way that shit burns, crazy.
Fires.
So baller jars coming back.
Baller jars coming back.
What else do you think what else are we gonna see? Is there other stuff that you haven't,
There's something out there, I'll tell you right now, that, you'll start seeing is like, it's funny when we used to get like cell phones and all these things, and we used to get these rewards to our consumers, like the people buying the product, like with Samsung rewards, you buy Pepsi points. You'll see a lot of these brands right now are offering points to their customers. So these customers have these, you scan your barcode and you register it, and I can buy a PS5 with 800 points because I bought 800 of this.
That's what's about to start happening at Joyology?
Yep.
So it's gonna be like Marlboro.
It's pretty much gonna be like, yeah, it's pretty much gonna be, would you say like?
Marlboro is what I would say.
Yeah, there you go.
But, I mean that in a good way though.
But it is.
Hey, my parents were smokers, bro, and I got a lot of cool shit. Might have said Marlboro on it, but I had a tent, I had a sleeping bag.
You got a bike?
I did get the bike. Oh, my parents were true smokers, bro.
So,
my mom didn't let me down.
I mean, look, you want to be able to take care of the people that take care of you. That's the only way you survive. You get back to your community.
No, that's cool, bro.
And look,
it shows brand loyalty.
Bring joy.
They're gonna want to stay loyal to the brand, right?
Yeah.
You guys could offer cool toys for the kids, and it could be like Toyology.
No. Shout out Toyology. If you have kids, nieces, nephews.
Oh, is that a real company?
It's a real company.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Toy company. Shout out Toyology. My boys own Toyology.
Bro, how crazy is that? Shout out to them.
They're family and locally owned. You want to support local. They're a local family to the Metro Detroit area, and they have multiple retail locations. Honestly, like,
shout out to them. Support
I got
local.
a kid on the way, so I'm about to start, buying some toys. Show them
that's
Toyology.
cool as shit.
Yep.
That's cool as hell.
You can check them out in Royal Oak. That's a charity. That's the closest location.
There's a charity idea for people. People want to donate to a charity. Donate to a toy place. That's awesome. Yeah. So we were talking about predictions for the Cannabis Cup. We'll just draw it back in.
Oh yeah, I'm so sorry.
No,
look how far off we got.
1,100 milligram edibles. I planned on you telling me a bunch of cool stories.
All right, cool. Yeah.
Edibles. Who has a shot at edibles? Launch off 5.
Fuego, obviously, right?
Thank you.
Obviously.
Thank you. I pray that we will be able to pull an edible W. That would mean the world to me. Those leafling W's right now are like.
What do they say when my numbers don't lie?
Numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't lie. I mean, you're up there. You are. So
we try our ass off. The people are the only reason we up there, though, bro. It ain't nothing to do. I mean, I help out, sure, but the people is the only reason we got it.
Yep.
So, shout out to the people. Facts.
Canna melts.
Canna melts.
Look, I'm not the only person out there that needs like heavy dosage.
Explain what the hell again that is, bro. Real quick.
Okay.
What is that? And those are at Joyology.
These are at Joyology.
What the hell is a Canna melt?
Okay, Canna melt is just the name of the company. It's the name of the edible, right? So it's actually like a sublingual. It's a gummy.
Explain that.
It's a gummy.
Okay, it's a gummy.
So it's a gummy. It's a little square.
Is it a one piece?
It's one piece.
How much is it? How many dosage?
It's 185 milligrams.
One piece.
One piece that's the size of my fingernail.
And that's on the medical side.
That's on the medical and the rec side.
On the rec side, I thought the most you could have.
Oh no, they got the 100 milligrams on the rec side, but it's 100 milligram for one piece. One piece.
Wow. Okay. So, no, I just wanted to make sure so people don't show up mad.
Yeah, I apologize. Yeah.
They're mad at me.
Well, we're like 800 in.
We're 800 in.
We're 800 in. We're 800 in, and I got some Hennessy too. So, shout out Hype Concentrates.
He said, shout out Hype. They got the Hype brought the Hennessy for you. No, I'm just kidding.
Exactly.
So you said Fuego, which is a W. Canna Melt, which I think will get a W. They sound like they could. Who else you got?
The Elation gummies, the Cummy gummies, they taste really good. I got a lot. Honestly, I didn't know what the fuck they were at first because, you know, I brought it in. I had cool packaging. I tried them. They tasted great. So I brought them to the shop, and I really had a large audience that started asking for the Cummy gummies. And I'm saying that right. It's Cummy gummies. So,
Hey, bro, I'm just letting you talk on that, bro.
So
you speak on that. I don't need to speak on that.
Kiva. I like Kiva.
But you got yummy ones too?
Oh yeah.
Oh, so you had. Look, you can put them together. You got.
I got them. I knocked
you
them
were
over.
A little tingly.
She had them set up nice, but I knocked them over. I fucked it up.
You felt tingly, and you was cummy. Then you needed a soma.
So
that's sweet though. No, shout out to the homies, bro.
Shout out to the homies,
happy.
Elation.
Hey, if I have not tried them, I won't lie. But if I was gonna try them, probably the pineapple because you don't see a lot of pineapple edibles. So shout out to something different.
There you go.
That's 3.
Kiva.
Kiva chocolate.
The homies at High Life.
What do you have a favorite flavor from them?
I like the churro, but so I hate candy and I hate like dessert. I don't like cake.
You hate candy.
I don't like anything,
shows.
right? No, so here's the problem. So like as a kid, I never had a cavity my whole life.
Oh, that's
never,
good, man. I'm the
But
dentist like Chris.
As I started getting into edibles, I had my first cavity a couple years ago, and I knew it was because all these gummies and stuff. So that's why I do the sublinguals because they melt and they melt underneath your tongue. So you don't have to eat them or anything; they just melt. So
I'm working on. Hey, it's real talk for Fuego, bro. I'm actually probably get yelled at for saying this. I'm working on my sugar-free right now, and I think that's going to be a major thing because I feel like a lot of people we're only like a year away from people being like, "There's way too much sugar in these gummies."
Yeah, I mean, look, there's a lot of different needs. Some people want sugar-free, some people want sugar in them.
Right, well, that's what I'm saying. We're trying to add to expand the market.
You guys,
that's like vegan, bro. That's why, look at what Wana's done, dude.
Well, yeah, that's
cornered a market, bro.
So that's one thing you offer is multiple. The nice thing about Fuego is you got multiple different varieties of flavors, but hybrid indica and sativa.
Yeah,
and you don't see that a lot in different edible companies. And I think that's a big separation there because you might have, I want to do sativa in the daytime, but you don't know if
at nighttime.
Indica at nighttime.
It's funny, most stores, man, like always want to do a mixed batch. They always want to. On the adult use side, we've seen more sativa use. On the medical side, it's more indica use. And it's just so...
Really?
Oh, 100%.
Okay. So I wouldn't even know that.
Yeah, well, no, I'm just saying, I'm sure in your stores it's different. That's what I mean. Every market, it's so different. You can't assume it. And it's just wild to see how different people like to consume their cannabis, what they are looking for inside of it.
And that's true. In different markets, some Joyology locations might have some products that some stores might not, depending on that location. But we have Fuego in all the shops, if that says anything. So,
oh, man, we appreciate it.
It's one of the brands always asked about in the shop. So we're at four edibles now.
We got one more.
Fuck. Shatterhouse Gummies. I don't know. They taste great. They're real flavorful. He's got 175 milligrams on the med side. So Michigan cherry. Yeah. Shout out Shatterhouse. I used to support him back in the day in the Detroit Dispo days. And so that's what this is. This is like relationships. You want to support the people that have been there for you
fucking with
10 years ago that have been fucking with you. So shout out Anthony, good guy. Yeah, definitely good tasting. So, I don't want to sit here and eat something nasty.
I feel you. That's real. So we did that. We did concentrates. We did flour. We did edibles. You were talking solventless. I don't know a lot about solventless brands. You had one. Which one was it? Where the hell was it?
I mean, right now.
You pulled one out. Where was it?
It was the Pleasantries.
So who's got it? So who's got it in solventless? Pleasantries. Shout out the homies at Pleasantries.
Pleasantries.
Cool with that.
I'll be real. They make probably the best rosin right now out there. Yeah, Cloud King, Pleasantries. But it's, there's a few. I'm waiting on the Fuego drop, Hype Concentrate drop.
All right, we don't have a solventless drop coming yet. We're in the talks of maybe doing it, but we do have some fire coming in the live resin line. You've seen our collab with Golden Kind.
So the homies Gold Kind
Mimosa.
Gold Kind flower, mimosa. Shout out homies. Hey, Gold Kind, man. Hey, that was some fire ass fucking what'd you guys do? The fucking Mac?
We did the Mac. We did the Solo
Han Solo burger.
Man.
Yep.
And then we did the Mimosa and THCA, which was just dumb slapping. Actually, this might have been it. No, this was the Purple Teeth. That's the one we won an award with. But yeah, that shit was dumb slapping, bro. That was one of the best ones we had.
We sold out already. Limited drop. See, that's the thing too, is when you do limited drops like that, we were talking about that earlier, right?
Yeah. The crab.
I'm not saying you would. I'm not saying you wouldn't do another collab with them, but that one drop, that Han Solo burger,
might not be the same pheno. It may not be. There's a lot of stuff that changes. You're right.
So you get to appreciate flavors that you might not get, and that's one thing that I see that's cool when you see like 5 Star does it with Hog, and then you got Flower, you got a lot of good collabs out there with a lot of different good growers, because it's so hard. You're asking me to pick out 5 when
shout out to Fuego Management.
It's hard because there's a lot of good growers out there, and you want to be able to, you got a lot of good stuff with all of them, so you want to be able to taste those flavors while they're there, because what was it, OGs back in the day? The Detroit days, we had OGs, right? So now what is it? Now it's all the flavors, the flavors and the packs, so.
Everything changes.
All right, so I guess, Pleasantries probably right now, the hash rosin.
Pleasantries, you said Glorious. I don't know. There's not a lot of people making hash rosin. So
yeah, there's not.
It'll be interesting to see who even enters. Are you guys gonna have the drops at your stores? Or?
We're gonna have the drops at our locations for sure.
So you will be able to get the judge kits.
Oh, I mean, as far as flavors and such.
Yeah.
If they let us, yeah, well, 100%.
If not, the brands that are entered will sell product at your store.
Exactly. That's what it is. So if they have it on the market, chances are we have it, because any of the brands that we do fuck with, like I always tell you, like even with any flavor you have, send me.
I can't wait to get Antidote and Hype lined up at the store, bro. That's gonna be litty.
Vape Carts is the only thing we don't really talk about, but
yeah, let's talk Vape Carts. Who's got a chance?
I mean, obviously,
let's go live resin separate, and let's go distillate one category or whatever.
I mean, I brought my Fuego C-Cell, my Redemption.
We're going with the Zowers.
My Redemption live resin cart.
Redemption's a nice brand.
My Claw for my V-Fire, and then my Evo is my disposable.
The Evo disposable is pretty cool because it's like a jewel. I think they may win for the best disposable device. I'm hoping we come home with the one with Zowers, but we'll see.
If anybody doesn't know what that is, that's a disposable. Looks just like a jewel. It's a THC pen, full gram, and a great price point. So like, it's
Evo.
There's so many different kind of pods, out there. So. As
it's
far
like
as
the Jewel. It's a great disposable for sure.
You can recharge it if the battery dies.
Which is a classic, just retro brand V-Fire. The dude who invented V-Fire. And then Redemption, which is one I don't really know, so let's pull it out and
Shout out homies at Redemption.
I've seen these guys on different forms and shit. So it's a standard half gram. It looks like it's probably live resin, so there'll be a different category. But that is sweet. I do like the style of it. And you already know us, bro. You already know we're gonna come through.
Of course.
I'm hoping with the Zowers though.
Well, I brought my favorite flavor, the Fuego OG.
The Fuego OG, the one we took a W with.
So, yeah, that's it really. I mean, I don't really vape much either.
Yeah, so. I understand. So I appreciate you showing me a couple different ones you think that got opportunities to take it.
100%.
Appreciate you coming out as always, my man. You're the man. You're the king.
Appreciate it.
Shout out to Blazed The Canna, Antidote, Hype, Fuego. Joyology for coming through.
For sure.
If you haven't seen their stores, they've got them. Where the location? You got Grand Rapids.
So Joyology, we got Centerline, which is on 11 in Van Dyke.
The homies.
All delivery anywhere in Metro and Oakland. Metro County, Metro Detroit, we're delivering there, no problem.
That means we can get Antidote anywhere.
Anywhere you want. Grand Rapids, right on 28th Street. Shout out homies, Joyology GR team. They're killing it out there. They're right there next to the Chick-fil-A. So check out the homies.
That's a busy strip, bro.
Yeah.
That's a busy ass strip.
Yeah.
Hey, Cheesecake right there too.
You got some good culture, good vibes in there. A lot of cool things. They have
busy ass area.
When you go visit the guys at the GR store, make sure you take a picture by the back wall. We got this huge mural out there.
Like
tag
the homies.
like
see how cool that shit is.
Yeah, definitely a treat over there. Shout out to the homie Raymond up in down in Reading, Michigan. Yeah, Raymond's killing it down there. If you're ever in Ohio, Indiana, hit up the boy.
That's
Raymond
a border store.
Yup, and then Wayne. Shout out to homies in Wayne. Joyology, Holistic Health Wayne out there on Michigan Ave. Yeah.
And a bunch of new ones coming. Be ready.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be opening 5 more stores by the end of the end of the year.
Centerline's AU soon.
Yeah. Oh yeah, recreational coming soon. Centerline and Grand Rapids.
Be ready.
Be ready.
Be ready.
Appreciate you having me out here, guys.
Always, brother. Thank you.
Thank you.